Okay, question 6 from May 2012 is all about geometry. A figure made of quarter circles, and it says below is a sketch of a square with side length 10. Inside the square is figure A, whose boundaries are 2/4 of a circle with centers in 2 of the square's corners. Okay, so you've got this line here, which is 1/4 of a circle, and the center of that circle is in the corner here. And then you've got this line here, which is 1/4 of a circle, and the center of that circle is in the corner here. And then it says, what conditions have to be fulfilled in order for a quadrilateral, vierkant, anything with 4 sides, what conditions have to be fulfilled in order for that to be a square? So that's fairly straightforward. For something to be a square, it has to have 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles, and those equal angles will all be 90 degrees. So as long as those conditions are fulfilled, then it will be a square. Question 2. Draw the square and figure A with the measurements that are shown on the sketch. If you use IT tools, then you don't need to use centimeters for the units. Okay, so personally I'd just be doing that with a ruler and a compass and graph paper and doing it by hand. But there is the option to use something like GeoGebra. So the next thing I'm going to do is look at how you might do that on GeoGebra. So here's GeoGebra. Even if you're not that familiar with it, it's quite easy to find stuff. The first thing I want to do is draw a square. A square is a kind of regular polygon. So we've got this menu for drawing polygons. It's going to be a regular polygon because all of the sides and angles are the same. So I click on regular polygon, and then I'm going to click where I want to put the first point of the square. Let's put it there at the center. And then the second point of the square, well, let's put it at 10 because it was 10 centimeters. And then it's asking me now how many sides I want. And the first option it's giving me is 4, which is what I want for a square. So I'll click OK. And then it's got enough information to draw the rest of the square for me. Now that's gone off the screen, so I'm going to click on this Move Graphics View and just drag it into view so I can see it again. And the next thing I want is the 2 quarter circles to make the middle bit. There's an icon here, circle with center through point, and then if you look under the menu for that, one of the sections is a circular arc, so a section of a circle but not the whole circle. I'm going to pick on that, and first of all I'll click on the center of the circle, and then a point on the circle, on the edge of the circle, and then I can just drag the rest of it out with my mouse until I get to where I want it to go, which is there. Now it always does these sort of anti-clockwise, so if you're drawing a section of a circle, an arc, then you need to remember that you're going to be going that way round, anti-clockwise. I'm going to do the next one, and I'm going to deliberately do it wrong. So I'm going to click on the center first, and then I want it to go through this point here, and then I want it to go round here, but I've forgotten that it's supposed to go anti-clockwise. So really I should have clicked on the other one first so that it goes the other way round. But that's not a problem because I can just undo things and delete them. So let's edit, undo a couple of things, and it's undone all of my arcs. So I'll start again with the arcs and circular arc. Here we are. So center and point on the edge and anti-clockwise to that point, and then again I'm going to do the center here and a point on the edge and anti-clockwise to that point, and there's the thing drawn. So that's all well and good, and it's got a list of all of the stuff I've done there, and I need to print this out to hand in. So you can go up to the print, up to the menus to print it, but what I prefer to do is a screen grab. So I'm doing what I need to do for a screen grab here in my Mac, and I'm going to just get a little picture of the relevant section of the screen. On a PC, this will be something like the print screen button, and then you might go into Paint and crop it down a bit if you want. And now I'm just going to go into Word with a new document. And then I'm just going to paste in what I copied from the screen, which is there. And then a lot of people I've seen just hand in a scrappy thing that they've printed out like that, which isn't good enough because you need your name on stuff. So let's make sure we do that. Name, Jens, Jensen. Of course, I'll be doing this in Danish, won't I? So instead of name, noun. Skåler, opgave. You know, head it with all the proper information so that the person who's marking it knows what's what and can find the stuff to give you the marks for. So on my main answer sheet, I'm just writing see the attached thing. And question 6.3 asks you what the perimeter, omkreds, and the area of the square are. So that's fairly straightforward. The perimeter is just 40 because it's 4 sides that are 10 centimeters each. 10 times 4 is 40 centimeters. And then the area, just 10 times 10, and remember that's centimeters squared for an area, so 100 centimeters squared. Question 6.4, what is the perimeter of figure A? So that's that funny little lemon-shaped thing in the middle. Now remember that figure A is just made up of 2/4 of a circle, so basically it's 2/4 of the circumference of a circle, which is 2 pi r. So it's 2/4 of 2 pi r, and that comes out to be 31.42. Finally, what is the area of figure A, the funny lemon-shaped thing in the middle? Well, this is quite a tricky thing that requires some lateral thinking, and it's the kind of question that separates somebody getting a 10 from somebody getting a 12. First of all, think about a quarter of a circle. Now, a quarter of a circle is a quarter of pi r squared, pi times 10 times 10 divided by 4 in this case, and that's a quarter of a circle. Now think about a triangle that's half of that square. So that will be a half of 10 times 10, 10 times 10 divided by 2. The difference between those two areas is this. So numerically, the difference between them is a quarter of pi r squared minus a half of 10 times 10, pi times 10 times 10 over 4 minus 10 times 10 over 2. The difference between the two things we just thought about. The actual area we want is double that, so it's 2 times brackets pi times 10 over 4 minus 10 times 10 over 2. So the area we want is that expression, which we can work out, and it works out to be 57.08. So the area of the figure A is 57.08 centimeters squared. Here's my neat working. And here are the marks available: 4, 3, 4, 4, 4.